Gathered today for Trumpailla. Jumping on our boat in just a second. Before, we've got one more interview. So if you don't mind, just your name, and we'll start with where you're from.
Absolutely. Joey Camp, and I'm from Denver.
Denver, all right. And do you still live there?
Yes. I'm out here because I am fleeing from some of the political controversy that's happening out there right now.
So how long have you been in Florida?
For about 3 weeks.
What do you think of Tampa and Florida so far?
So I spent this is my first day in Tampa, so I think it's awesome. I spent the rest of the time in Miami, and I'll probably go back out to Miami in a little bit.
How was Miami? I know there was like some curfews with spring break and whatnot. I was supposed to celebrate my birthday down there, but my friends didn't want to go because of the curfews that got imposed on people. So did you experience any spring break craziness or anything like that?
So no, actually, but I would have ignored it anyways. I have media credentials, so I wouldn't have cared. But it would have been ridiculous if they tried to approach me. I would have just completely ignored them.
So what was going on in Denver that caused you to kind of move across the country, essentially?
Yeah, so absolutely. So I track Antifa and Antifa movement throughout the country. A lot of the riots. We own YourDaddyJoey.com, which is a major anti-Antifa website. In Denver, we have a school board director who is a communist, but he has recently been Me Too'd by the Black Lives Matter movement.
Communists can get Me Too'd? I didn't know that.
Apparently, but so during the exposing of his Me Too conduct, my website and my team really went hard on him to the point where he's completely silent at this moment after he had a really bad press conference. But I started receiving behind-the-scenes death threats and stuff like that, being a high-profile website that we are nationwide. So local law enforcement and everybody just reminded me that it's a summertime and a vacation could be possible. So I came out here to Miami, up here for this event to do my work remotely.
And what do you think of today's event? This is your first time in Tampa, you said. So you've never been to Gasparilla before, much less a Trumpailla. What do you think of it? Are you surprised by the turnout?
Absolutely. It's I honestly wasn't sure because in Denver they would have shut it down. The far left would have been completely violent and shut this down. So I wasn't quite sure what to think when I was coming here, but it feels welcoming. And one thing I was talking to Michelle Malkin the other day, and the difference between the far left events and the conservative and the right events is the events on the right are fun, happy, vibrant, colorful, and just there's no violence. The far left events that I cover on a daily basis are violent, they're very dark, intimidating, criminal conduct. This is beautiful. This is welcoming.
That's a really great observation. I agree with it based on everything I've seen. Have you seen opposition here today? Anything violent, any protests or anything like that going on?
Absolutely not. I honestly, part of me looks for that in my line of work, in the coverage that we do, and I have seen no opposition yet. I don't know if it would happen. I'm not familiar with the politics yet, but I haven't seen anything to indicate that there would be violence or political opposition.
Wonderful. We have to jump back on our boat, but before I go, your website one last time for our viewers at home who might want to check it out.
Yeah, so it's YourDaddyJoey.com. Yes.
Is it Joey?
Correct. And it's the largest anti-Antifa database in the country. Individuals, statistics, mugshots, arrest reports, everything from every city in the country. And we just work it 24/7 free of charge. We don't get paid. We just do it because we believe that the politics on the far left is just so extreme and terroristic that it needs to be documented.
Well, wonderful. Welcome to Florida, the East Coast, and I hope that you're safe and have a great time.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Of course. All right, we're going to jump on our boat. Let's